stays just the same. Another moment drifts away. Standing on the edge, will I be loved again? When I close my eyes, my head looks to the sky. The only sound I hear is the trembling of my feet. So far, so far, I can't see the world around me. So close, so close, I can feel heaven.
Up here, there's nothing after hours. We're the only people on the street after hours. Don't have any options. Like, there's only one or two of us out and about, and there's nowhere for them to go. And there's no vacancies. The refuges are full. The transitional housing are full. There is no vacancies anywhere on the peninsula here. So, if the kid's just wandering in, he wants to find somewhere to stay. He has to leave the area, leave his resources, leave his family, leave his friends, leave whatever he's got, or just camp out. The scary thing about it is if you've got some of the young girls we've got young girls as young as 13 and 14 who are still out on the street at 2 o'clock in the morning, become prize bait for anybody who wants to take them home.
Flying through the clouds, screaming out to you. Will I be free again when my body hits the ground, dancing in the sky?
One of the biggest is accommodation, lack of. It's very, very difficult to get young people into housing, into the rental market itself is literally impossible to get young people into.
We've had young people who've been kicked out. Okay, so that, they will have somewhere to go and come up with other services. Other areas, they've got the same issues. Uncle Burr here is like their parents and their grandparents, so you can't stop it. Their parents are not working, so you force them to do the same thing.
What you find too, a lot of the young people I work with become intimidated around older people, or they won't open up as much. I think a hub would be ideal for the young people we work with. An environment where they're made to feel welcome and somewhere they can sit and hang out would be just ideal.
There is so many places and services out there that say this is a safe haven, this is safe, and it's not. None of these places are safe. I don't like going into many of the places in St Kilda. So for a kid to feel safe in any of these services is just bullshit. It's not going to happen. That's one of the other reasons is at night time I can't find a hotel. I've resorted to leaving my car in a nice neighbourhood and saying to a kid once, just sleep in my car, and I've got a taxi home, because that's the reality is that there's just nothing for anybody, especially after hours. The first thing if I can't find anywhere for them, the first thing I've got to think of is, oh my God, I've got to get the cheapest hotel I can, and how much it's going to cost us over the next few days to house that person, because we've obviously got to hunt down a hotel. It's not that profitable to be young, because old people usually will scam you or take what you've got. First we need somewhere to get the kids in and to congregate, and then find out what they're asking for and what they need.
Being an outreach worker brings up certain problems that you face doing work after hours, and that is that if young people are presenting to you that have had domestic issues at home and they've been turfed out of home at late hours of night, say 5 or 6 o'clock, it makes it very hard for us to have young people just walking the streets and to entertain them as well.
A lot of the time you just don't leave the young person. That's what it's like. It's draining and it's heartbreaking, so you don't go, and you do everything you can to support a young person during that time. But you also recognise that there's a need for more for the young person, and there's a need to be able to offer them more than a blanket and somebody to keep an eye on them. There's a need for them actually to be able to link in with a safe place and a service system outside of a cold concrete bench and a pillow and a rug.
I'd like our building to be known that you can go there and feel safe and be safe.
A mental health worker perhaps, a counsellor definitely would be good for young people, someone who can address drug and alcohol issues.
For me, the hub would provide a place where young people can be safe and know that they're able to access a support system, and I think that it's largely about promoting a support network as opposed to a support person, and actually having a place that is safe that will provide them with a lot of opportunity for personal development, for assistance with the issues that they're facing during the days and after hours outside of that safe place, but also an opportunity to invest in personal growth and personal development and to encourage peer leadership and to actually be able to access an array of different things from a single place.